Jaden Daniels and the rest of the LSU Tigers held their pro day down Baton Rouge. Daniels only threw the ball yesterday. He did not take part in the other drills, though, and our guy Cam Wolf was there to ask the Heisman Trophy winner how it all went.
What do you feel like you were able to do on the pro day as far as did you hit your marks?
Yeah, I feel like I did. There's a couple throws I wanted back. And I know I can make, consistently. But, that's football. It's life. You're going to miss some things. You're going to have mistakes. But it's all about how you bounce back. And I feel like after I miss a throw, I bounce back the next throw, a couple throws after that.
I know you were intentionally working on this workout. I was told you were here working till midnight, prepping your footwork, getting ready for this. Yeah. And now the focus is going to be where do you go, right? You've shown what you do. Is there a landing spot or a place that you would say, hey, I would love to be there?
I mean, it's really just who wants to invest in me, Somebody that wants to go out there and say, this is our guy, we're going to do whatever it takes to make him successful on and off the field. So, that's something that teams got to figure out, something I got to figure out and go from there, and then whoever drives me, is going to get a hard worker. So, I'm ready.
He's ready. We're ready. So yesterday was Jaden Daniels' turn. Today it's UNC and quarterback Drake May's chance to put on a show at his pro day. You can catch it all on NFL Plus. Our guy Bucky Brooks released his latest mock draft this week, and here's how he has the quarterbacks coming off the board in round one. The only real consensus pick at this point among all of the mock drafts, most of them at least, is Caleb Williams heading to Chicago at 1. Beyond that, it's kind of like anyone's guess. So in your mind, what's going to determine which of these quarterbacks goes where in the draft next month, Jason?
I love questions like this because we sit at the table and we're like, all right, I'm going to tell you why this one's going to go number 2. I don't know.
You love questions like this. That makes one of us, Jay.
Yeah, that was being a little facetious. Dev, you said it yesterday. These guys haven't played the college game in months now, but somehow every time a mock draft comes out, Jaden Daniels is 2, but then no Drake May. Oh, no, but J.J. McCarthy's not going. I have no idea what's going to determine it, but I look at it as something that we said here that Daniel Jeremiah said. You do the confetti test. But I feel like for some of these teams at the top, we can't start thinking about confetti tests. We got holes aplenty on our roster. The confetti test is too damn far down the road.
Jay, remind people what the confetti test is. I don't know if Devin knows.
You close your eyes, and can you imagine, all right, we draft Jaden Daniels, number 2. Can you see the confetti falling from the sky as he's hoisting the Lombardi Trophy?
Yeah.
Can you see it? No, not with any of these teams.
That's
They're too far from confetti. Rhetorical question. I wasn't expecting.
He's been in the confetti.
I wasn't sure. So I look at this, and I put it through my own test, and I call it the defender sitting on the bench test, because I was on lots of teams where you get to the 2-minute drill. As a defender, you make a play, you get the ball back for your offense. There's 1:40 left on the clock. You're on the roll. It's a hostile environment. You're going against a division opponent. The offense gets the ball, and you sit down, and you grab your cup, and you take a sip. And you're like, well, we played hard, fellas. I mean, we gave it our all.
But it's a wrap.
There's no confidence that the offense and that quarterback is going to go down there and be able to put this team on his back and go the length of the field, however far it is, whether we need a field goal or a touchdown. I'm calling that the 2-minute drill, sitting on the bench as a defender, and that's the test. I want to close my eyes and sit there and just envision this quarterback like a Tom Brady, a Patrick Mahomes. He's just going straight down the field, making throw after throw, and the confidence in that huddle that they can do it. So, hey, if you're looking for a GM and you're trying to figure out who's the guy, close your eyes, sit on that bench, and see who's driving you down the field for the game-winning score. So you want the GMs to turn into a defensive back and sit on that bench? Yeah. That's not happening. They got VR goggles and all of that. That's not happening. It's the shorts and T-shirt test.
Okay.
J.J. McCarthy was nowhere near the top. Harbaugh says, this guy had the greatest pro day of all time. He's number 3 now to the Patriots. Because everyone falls in love with watching who rolls left and throws back across the field right. I wouldn't be surprised by the draft if Joe Milton somehow becomes in the top 15 of the draft, because he looked amazing at the pro day. Threw the ball 70 yards in the air, on point. So I think all this comes down to, do you fall in love sitting at the pro day, and then you talk to the guy after, and he's so charming, and he's talking about his teammates. Jaden Daniels, hey, I didn't perform at the Combine. Why? Because I wanted the guys at LSU that didn't go to the Combine to get all the attention today. I'm like, I love the kid. I want to draft him right now. So who knows? I think it's the shorts and T-shirts. They fall in love. They draft a guy. They don't care if he can win a 2-minute drill. Does he sell tickets? Do people come and want to buy his jersey? Owner's like, hey, sign him. We need him.
It got, when you talked about the bench test, like you got deeply autobiographical. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it got heavy for a second. You know what I mean?
We went to a dark place.
We did.
Tom Brady changed his life. When he got to that bench, it was like,
hey, there's a list of quarterbacks that I'm sitting on the bench, and I'm like, damn.
Well, listen, Dev's all cocky over. Tom Brady changed his late. Mac Jones changed yours, buddy. But no, I want to ask about this. I see J.J. McCarthy sitting next to the Patriots. Speaking of Patriots quarterbacks. All right. So this guy is this riser. Yep. Like, we know the deal. And I've seen this before. I made the comparison to Baker Mayfield a few years ago. It was going to be Sam Darnold. It was Josh Rosen. And then Baker Mayfield just has this meteoric thing in the last month and goes #1, like, to the Browns. And it was a pretty good pick at the time. JJ completes the rise. He's not going to catch Caleb, but he goes to the Patriots, all right? What you know about him, what you know about RKK and that stadium in Girard, how do you like the fit?
I don't like the fit.
Tell me why.
Simply because of what Jay just said. He has too many games where you watch the game and you're like, they ran the ball really well today. What did the quarterback do? He handed the ball off. He tossed the ball. Yeah. He threw a couple screen passes. So to me, that's just a lot to try to imagine as a team that this guy's going to take this huge step in a passing league and now go win. We keep criticizing Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. We're saying, hey, they run the ball. They're the best in the league. But can they throw the ball in the playoffs, 2-minute drill? And I just don't know if J.J. McCarthy's that guy that you have all these holes. He needs to make up for some of them. So if I'm the Patriots, I'm not sure I want to make that pick.
Okay.
No one knows how this is going to pan out. And no one knows which teams are going to move up, who's willing to maybe pass on a potential franchise quarterback and move down, who's willing to give away everything to move up. It's almost like when you're in a spot and you're willing to spend a ton of money for something that's final sale. Like, do you want to risk it? You've read the reviews, you know the brand, you've tried other things on before, but like, are those J's from GOAT going to just like fall apart into dust? Is the sole going to be flapping off in like a couple weeks? You don't know, but you kind of have to gamble and see what happens. Maybe you do get the Dior's at a great price. I don't know, but it's just something that
you got expensive taste over there, Conley.
That's why I don't have the Dior's.